In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to automate lead generation by Sendgrid. The goal of this walkthrough is to show you how to set up an automation that sends leads through a simple, repeatable email flow. If you have ever wanted new leads to be contacted automatically, this is the kind of setup that makes that happen. As you follow along, just match what you see on your screen, and do not worry if your exact wording looks slightly different based on your account settings. First, click Marketing. This is the section where your automated campaigns and communication tools usually live. After you click Marketing, you will want to look for the area that specifically relates to automations. In many interfaces, it is directly visible once you open the Marketing menu, so keep an eye out for that option. Next, click Automations. This is where you can create workflows that run on their own once the conditions are met. Automations are helpful because they reduce manual work and ensure leads are followed up consistently. When you open Automations, you should now see options to manage existing workflows or begin a new one. Now click Create Automation. This starts the build process. At this point, the screen may ask you whether you want to use a ready-made template or start fresh, so you will want to pay attention to what the page offers. Select a template or choose Start from Scratch. If you select a template, the automation will come with a basic structure you can customize. If you start from scratch, you have full control over how the workflow is built. Either option is fine, but choose what matches your comfort level. If you are new to automation, a template can feel faster and more straightforward. After that, you will need to choose the entry criteria. Entry criteria is what determines when a contact or a lead enters your automation. For example, it could be triggered by a form submission, a specific tag, or another lead activity. Take a moment to think about what qualifies as a new lead for your business, because this decision directly affects when the email is sent. Then, choose the exit criteria. Exit criteria is what tells the automation when to stop the workflow for that contact. This might be based on whether the lead has reached a certain status, completed a step, or met a final condition. Setting clear exit criteria helps prevent emails from sending repeatedly or at the wrong time. Once the triggers are defined, it is time to customize the email. Click into the email customization area and review the content carefully. This is where you set the message that leads will receive, including the subject and body. You want the email to match your lead generation goal, and you also want it to sound relevant to the type of audience you are targeting. If your automation includes variables, such as inserting a contact name, double-check that those fields are set correctly in the email editor. After customizing the email, click Save. This step is important because it stores your changes. If you skip saving, you may lose the work you just completed, or the system might not carry your updates forward to the next stage. Finally, either click Automation Options and then click Set Live, or follow whatever on-screen option corresponds to going live. This is the moment your automation becomes active and will begin running based on the criteria you selected. Before you set it live, make sure you reviewed the entry and exit conditions one more time, and ensure the email preview looks correct. When you set it live, you should then be able to monitor its progress in the automation dashboard, depending on your platform. If you have the ability to view recent activity, take a quick look to confirm the workflow is behaving as expected. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.